Bloody hell. I felt that happen. I just swung the leg over. Bang. Got to come up with a better thing. Mind you, I've had that on there for ages. It's only been the last couple of rides I've had an issue with it. Oh. G'day everybody, welcome back. What a beautiful day. Looking good, Tassie. Looking good. And today, in Australia at least, it's Father's Day. So to all you dads out there, stay awesome. My dad's awesome. I'll ring him later. Him and Mum are off for a week somewhere. They've got a little caravan, little A-van thing, and they love it. And they tour everywhere in it, but they've always been the type of people who have that wanderlust, that bit of a gypsy spirit, you know. They've moved and lived all over the place and never afraid to try new things, and they used to do it all on motorcycles once. And Dad still rides today in his 70s. He's recently sold his Kajiva and bought another BMW. It's the third BMW I think he's owned now. And funny enough, like, you sort of get to this age in life where I've seen it a lot, where people start getting, you know, to an age in their life where it's all becoming too difficult to cope. They struggle to stay in their house. They can't maintain the property, neither, you know, financially or physically, or both. And it all just becomes very overwhelming for them, but they can't let go. So they want to hang in there, and then one will sadly pass and the other one will want to hang in there too until they die of a broken heart or are too frail to move. Thankfully, my folks have got enough bloody sense. Oh, sorry, I wouldn't say that those people that do that don't have any sense. That's not fair. My old man doesn't have a dump without a plan. So he's thought it through. Him and Mum, they discuss it all the time, you know, that kind of thing. And he had a beautiful house on a nice little block, 1/4 of an acre. Had a good sized shed with all his tools in there. Because he sort of dabbles in a lot of different things. So he had woodworking equipment, plus metalworking equipment, and automotive repair stuff. You know, so he had a bit of everything, and he had all that very neatly stacked away in his shed. He's not like me, I'm a messy bugger. He's very organised. So they made the decision to move, and they moved into a retirement village. Now it's a gated community, and they've got a beautiful 3-bedroom house with a massive, fantastic view, and they can't, and no one can build up behind them. It's all farmland behind them, and you'd swear they were on a 100-acre bloody property. There's cows wandering around. So they're living the dream there, but they don't go motorcycling very often. Oh, Dad does every week. So he's out on his Beamer often. But Mum is a bit frail now. She's not interested in getting on the back of Dad's bike anymore, and that's cool. But you know, his passion for motorcycles has never wavered, and he's an amazing man. He's done so much for all of us kids. He's a pretty good dad. So happy Father's Day, Dad. Now, if you're one of these people that want to change the name of Father's Day to Special Persons Day, you've already got a Special Persons Day. It's the 1st of April. So the bloody Tasmanian Parliament have just passed laws banning bikie colours. It's an anti-insignia legislation. Initially, what they presented to Parliament was a proposal that the police minister had the only say in defining what was a criminal organisation and what insignias were banned. So that, thankfully, at least that part of it, thankfully, the parliamentarians went, oh, no, you're not. We're going to have, this road's a bit damp here. This is more Ducati road than XS 1100 road. Yes. Where was I? That's right, those bloody politicians. So they've passed this stupid legislation now. So let's see what happens. If it's anything like the other states in Australia, they'll be overreaching by the police. They'll just see an insignia like our Riders of Tasmania logo and decide that we're worth investigating, pull us up, and even if at the end of the day no one's arrested, nobody's been given an offence notice or anything, we've been hassled, man, you know, been harassed for no good reason. So yeah, let's see how it goes. The OMCs are gonna start feeling it. I reckon I'll start leaning on them pretty hard. And I've got mates in the Rebels Motorcycle Club here in Hobart, and you know, I feel for the poor buggers. There's plenty of you out there that want to argue that, you know, they are criminals and all the rest of it. That's bullshit. Now there might be, yeah, look, I'm not naive, I'm not an idiot. I know that it certainly is, at least on the mainland, there are some fairly serious elements within the OMCs, but you know, there's already laws in place to deal with that, so deal with it. But it cannot be constitutional. You can't just arbitrarily declare a person a criminal without having a criminal offence. And that's what they're doing. So if you're a member of an OMC that's on that they're now going to determine is a criminal organisation, simply by being a member or associate, you are therefore then a criminal. Now that's... in what world? In what world is that right? It's Father's Day. Those clubs are full of fathers, grandfathers, somebody's son. And then the next thing is the compelled speech, you know, like the universities are rife with it. Now I fully respect everybody's personal choices. You know, whatever floats your boat, you know. And there's people that want to identify as something that is foreign to us. I've got to be one of the last minorities. White Australian heterosexual male. We're slowly becoming the most oppressed and silenced and... Anyway. But if you're a member of the gay, lesbian, transgender community, know, I don't care. Do what you want to do, whatever makes you happy. But what I really object to is being told that I would have to address a transgender person as something other than, well, sorry, there are moves in this country slowly chipping away at the fabric to change the way we speak, and they want to start diluting gender specific terms. Because some people so if you're a transgender male and you now want to identify as a transgender female, sorry, if you now want to identify as a female, well, that's cool, do that. And if you ask me to address you as she, I'll do that. I got no problem with it, but you can't legislate that shit. Because, you know, like if you are a transgender male, as far from my point of view, you're a male. It's really not that difficult to, you know, you've got a Y chromosome in every cell of your body, ironically, except for your sperm. So, you know, you can identify whatever you want. I can identify as a pineapple. So it does. It's awkward for the it's awkward for someone like me, you know, guy in my 50s. I'm pretty open-minded, I reckon, and I'm pretty accepting of most things. But so if you want to identify as a female, that's fine, go ahead and do it. I don't care. No one should be able to tell you can't. But there's no way in the world that I want to see gender neutral, the changing of our language, of our culture, of our history to accommodate a minority of people who may be offended by a word. And if you're offended by a term, then you got a few more problems than got a few more problems than what most people can handle. So the riders of Tasmania are gathering here today. A few of us, I guess it's Father's Day, it might be a bit difficult for a lot of them to get out. We've been running a bit of a fundraiser for the Menzies Institute for Cancer Research here in Tasmania. And we've got a big raffle and what have you, and we're going down to the local markets here at South Farm, where we're going to line a few bikes up for a bit of a, not a bike show, just a bit of a plug for the riders to Tasmania, I guess. Let people look at some motorbikes. Was that it down there? I reckon it. And we're going to draw this raffle, which is all the donations that have come through from members and supporters of the Riders of Tasmania. People, businesses are on our discount list, etc. And we're going to draw this massive raffle and give a prize away to someone. Now it's been we've raised over $2,500. It's Terry's wife, Ms. McCarthy.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. We're going to start lining up sort of down around near the coffee van and stuff.
Is that where that other bike is?
Yeah.
Just swing around and park there.
Anywhere there.
I guess I'm the first one here. Reason my bloody speedo won't acquire. So we're running on guesswork. The clouds have moved in, so it's sort of transitioning from an XS 1100 day to a Ducati day. And yeah, we had a few bikes. Wasn't much of a market, a few people selling a couple of pot plants, but they did have a good sausage sizzle going, so I had a nice snag. And we had a good roll up of bikes. We drew the raffle, and Lars, the grain-fed Viking, took home the buttered confection, so he won a host of prizes. Oh, hello. Thank you, Mr. Speedometer. He won a host of prizes, including a case of Pinot and a case of cider that I donated from, organised through my workplace. He won vouchers for wheel alignments and haircuts, even though he's more scarce on top than I am. BMW Motorrad jacket and set of boots and gloves, and he won a bloody heap of stuff. Good on him. But the important thing, and the thing that the reason we were there, we raised a lot of money for the Menzies Institute for Cancer Research here in Tasmania. And we won't know until I think Tuesday exactly how much we raised, but it was well north of $2,000, so good effort from for the riders of Tasmania. Anyway, that's it for now. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and I'll catch you next time on Andy's Motorcycle Obsessions. Bye for now.